Okay, here are the three big stories for today. The first is Avdiivka. I'm amazed when I watch what happened there. I posted a video from reporting from Ukraine today that just showed like the Russians just getting decimated, just keep coming out of Avdiivka and getting just destroyed. Now, couple that. Oh, by the way, go watch that video. It's on my community tab. It's linked in there. And they would use remote control cars to lay mines to blow up tanks. It's awesome. Okay. But what's amazing about that is that the Russians didn't have the same impediments that the Ukrainians had trying to attack Russia, right? The Ukrainians had to overcome minefields and then trenches and then artillery barrages and whatever else. The Russians just came out into the open to start fighting, and the Ukrainians just started cutting them down. Okay, that's big story number one. Big story number two is Joe Biden's speech last night. Now, he did kind of make the case for Ukraine, and I'm glad that he was making the case more forcefully. The criticism that you hear is one of two types of criticism from Republicans across the aisle, and that is, why are we talking about Ukraine so much when we should be talking about Israel? And so connecting the two a little bit better would have been good, but at least he's making the case. He's trying, asking for what looks like $106 billion in aid for both. Well, for not just both, but all. For Ukraine, for Israel, for more humanitarian stuff, maybe a little for Taiwan, something along those lines. Okay. The criticism from the Trumpian isolationist populist is, why are we doing that? The criticism from my kind of Republican, the conservative Republicans, is, why aren't we doing more? Why isn't this happening faster? So that's what you keep hearing about what happened with Biden's speech. It's pretty balanced. Okay, thing number three, corruption. Now, I know that corruption is not a very sexy topic, and I knew that when I created the video, the last video that I posted, but I'm going to urge you to go and watch that video. There's a reason why, because you will never think about the question about, is Ukraine corrupt, the same way again if you just watch that video, okay? I created that, then I asked people on my community tab about it and created another video where I was answering their questions. But watch the one, is Ukraine corrupt? That was prompted by an article I read yesterday and previous articles over the last week, but I'm begging you, pleading with you, this is one of the best things that you can read to understand what's going on in Ukraine. So corruption's the issue, but please watch that video. I hate to see it go to waste. It's gotten so few views because it's just not an exciting topic, but you'll never think about corruption the same way again if you watch that video. That's 3 minutes. Thank you for your time. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.